Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to Headbanger's Closet. Did you guys see the Power Trip Festival announcement? Looks pretty awesome. Guns N' Roses starting on Friday night, and then Iron Maiden closing out that night. Saturday night, you got AC/DC, and then Ozzy. And then closing out the whole festival on Sunday, you got Tool and Metallica. It's at the Polo Grounds in Indio, California, where Coachella is. It's right by Palm Springs. I was actually there for the Big Four quite a while ago, the first ever Big Four, Anthrax, Megadeth, Slayer, and Metallica. Awesome festival, awesome grounds, like this giant, massive rectangle field. You know, they have the polo game there with the horses and everything. And it's lined on all four sides by these beautiful palm trees. Really, really cool venue. They got the stages on one end, so like it's a stage, and then there's like a freaking sea of humanity. But you know, Big Four was awesome. Really not easy to get there. I flew from Atlanta to Palm Springs, California, rented a car. It was like a 25-minute drive to Indio and to the golf resort, which I was staying at. And then the actual festival grounds was just like a couple miles away. The whole area is massive amounts of PGA golf courses, a lot of old retirees, and then just people coming from all over the world just to play golf there. But beautiful scenery, really cool looking hills and mountains. And a lot of people I know that went to the show with me, they flew into LA and then got a rental and drove. But it was a couple hours. I was like, I want it to be easy. I'm going to fly into Palm Springs. But it was really expensive. From Atlanta, there was only one airline that flew a direct flight to Palm Springs. And on the way back, I had to go to Phoenix and then back to Atlanta. But awesome show. Really, really cool grounds for a festival. I'm not going to go to this because it is $1,600 plus fees for a VIP ticket for the front. I don't want to go and see these bands. I love these bands. I'm not really a big Guns N' Roses fan, but all the other bands I really dig. Obviously, especially Iron Maiden, Metallica. That's like my dream bill of having those two bands on the same bill. But just GA is $599, and I don't want to spend that money plus all the money to get there, because you're really expensive flight to California and then stay in Palm Springs, which, like I said, is a huge resort. I don't want to spend that money and then, you know, see kind of like a generic set. I'm going to see Metallica a whole bunch of times on the 72 Seasons tour. Iron Maiden's coming around in 2024, so I figured for the kind of money I would be spending for that pit ticket, which is with fees, has got to be close to $2,000. I can see Iron Maiden like 3-4 times in America, do a couple more Metallica shows I really didn't plan on doing. So a really, really cool festival. I did notice for the $5.99 general admission ticket, there was a layaway plan. I guess if they figure if you could spend $1,600 plus fees for the VIP, you're too rich to really need a layaway plan, I guess. So there wasn't one that I saw, but really cool festival. If you guys heard about it, let me know what you think about that lineup in the comments below. I mean, it's like the biggest bands in hard rock and metal that are still doing it all on one festival, which I think is really, really cool. Kind of bummed I can't go, but I'm seeing the two bands I really want to see a shit ton of times in the next 2 years anyway. So let's get right to this video. We're like 3 minutes in. I don't even know, haven't even shown what we're talking about. But this is going to be a just-in, new arrivals to my collection video. A handful of reissues I just got. Some new albums that just came out that I picked up. So let's get right into it. The first thing I want to talk about today is this reissue I picked up, Bonded by Blood, from Exodus, the debut record from Exodus. Probably my all-time favorite thrash metal album of all, in the top 2 best thrash metal records of all time. But this is a really, really cool gatefold. The insert is just the album cover right here, and then this photo right here. So just kind of show you guys that, just some, show flyers, and then the lyrics and stuff like that. Really, really cool. It's just on traditional black vinyl. And I had no idea, really cool label, by the way, too. I had no idea this was even reissued, but I was watching this on Facebook, this online Facebook Live record sale auction thing I watch every now and again. They put on their Facebook page that they had a couple of Nuclear Assault records, and there was one of them I didn't have called Survive. I still don't have it because I didn't win the damn friggin' auction. But anyway, the dude was doing the sale. I was waiting for the auction to come up, and he pulled out a crate of new vinyl that just came in. He had like 30 of these. So obviously jumped on. OG pressings are really expensive, and if you've got one, you might want to grab this thing right there. It was only $30. It's kind of like, so you don't have to play the OG anymore if you want to, if that's your thing. But yeah, $30 ain't that half bad for a Gatefold Exodus Bonded by Blood. So I picked it up. Next one is a 12-inch single of Iron Maiden's Can I Play With Madness off the Seventh Son of a Seventh Son album. Huge Iron Maiden fan. I mean, sure. They're probably my second favorite band. I only collect CDs, box sets, and vinyl of Iron Maiden. I don't do the posters or anything like that, but I've got an extensive Iron Maiden collection, and I'm trying to get all the singles. I've got all the albums. I've got tons and tons of bootlegs. I've got a handful of singles, but I'm trying to complete the singles collection. And Can I Play With Madness was one that eluded me. And I remember the video on MTV for this was really cool. They were at this castle. There was some art students and stuff like that. And they went down below the grounds. Anyway, Iron Maiden's Can I Play With Madness, really cool. Glad to add this to the collection. The next one, there's two of them I kind of want to talk about really quick. So Metal Blade Records did a reissue of Liege Lord's albums, Master Control and Burn to My Touch. Just like the Armored Saint reissues, if you watch that video when I talked about the Armored Saint reissues, Metal Blade does an awesome record. This is no different. So here's the record right here, Master Control. It's the first one I'm going to show you guys. And they just give you the works, man. So these came with an option. You had colored vinyl, and then you had traditional black. Which one do you think I got? Here's the insert about Liege Lord and picture of the guys in the band, and then the lyrics. And this is for Master Control. You got, with both of these, you got a really cool looking poster of the album cover. You can see that right there, make sure it's visible. And then you got a picture of the guys in the band. So really, really cool. Try to fold it up here, don't do any damage to it. And then awesome Metal Blade Records sleeve. And this one was only available on, like I said, black and then colored. The colored is like a kind of like a red and blue kind of like swirl right there. So pretty cool. I think Burn to My Touch is a little cooler. So we'll talk about that next. Here's Burn to My Touch. This one was available on splatter and black. And again, you got a poster and an insert. I'm not going to unfold the poster, but here it is. Same thing. Album cover and picture of the guys in the band. Insert right here. Lyrics. And then this one's really, really sharp looking. This is a white, blue, and purple splatter. Always loved the colored variants. And if I had to choose a splatter or solid, it's probably my favorite. This is really, really sharp looking. Once again, Metal Blade Records does an awesome job with these reissues. Really glad to jump on that. Next one is a really cool trifold of Anthrax, Fistful of Metal, and Armed and Dangerous. It is a 10-inch. Pull the face of the guy right there, then bam, you got some pictures of the guys play live, some show flyers. So this is a 3 LP set. There's more pictures of the guys, there's more tour flyers, stuff like that. So only going to show you basically. These are, so there was 2 different versions. One of them was just standard clear, and the other one was clear splatter. And I chose the clear splatter. They're just 10-inch records. Really, really cool. There's 3 of them. I'll read the track listing here so you can kind of see, but I'm not going to show you all 3 because they're all the same. So put these back. So let's check out the track listing. So on the first 2, you get the Fistful of Metal album. Get it back in here. So you get the Fistful of Metal album. Death Rider, Metal Thrashing Mad, I'm 18, Panic, Subjugator, Soldiers of Metal, Death from Above, Anthrax, Across the River, and Howling Furies. And then the third record is Armed and Dangerous, which is a pre-release version of these tracks. These rare tracks from the first ever Anthrax 7-inch single have been unavailable since 1983. You get Armed and Dangerous studio version, Raise Hell studio version, God Save the Queen studio non-LP, Metal Thrashing Mad live, Panic live, Soldiers of Metal, which is collector's rare tracks, and Howling Furies collector's rare tracks. So really, really cool Anthrax. And just like the Bonded by Blood, I had no idea this was coming out. But again, same guy at that record auction on Facebook had 2 copies. I grabbed one, and then like for a week or 2 later, didn't have any. And then this week he got some more. So if you want it, I'm sure it's available online somewhere. I don't even really know where. I got it on that Facebook Live place. So next one I want to talk about is this badass release from Hellripper. The next record, I think it's like the 3rd record, is Warlock's Grim and Withered Hags. Amazing album. If you're into blackened speed metal in general, this is going to be right up your alley. Really sounds a lot like just faster, meaner Motorhead, in my opinion. So one-man band, same guy, writes all the lyrics, plays all the instruments, records it, and then just kind of gets a band to tour with. There's the merch for the record label. There's the sleeve. There he is right there. And then you've got the lyrics. So I'll be doing a review of this album. I did a review of the last one, Affair of the Poisons. Another just amazing album. Just speed metal masterpiece. This one right here is called Warlock's Grim and Withered Hags on green vinyl. There's a couple of different colored variants, and then black, obviously. Really, really cool record. If you haven't listened to it, give it a listen. Like I said, if you like Motorhead, if you like blackened speed or just speed metal in general, you're going to like this. But check it out. Like I said, I'll be doing a full review of the record, just like the last one I did. It was kind of a good video, and a lot of people seem to like it, comment on it. So anyway, check out Hellripper. The album just came out, I think, a few weeks ago. I pre-ordered it, so I don't actually remember the release date, but it came in the mail not too long ago. Next one is a Venom black metal reissue. It says right here, limited edition 40th anniversary silver and black splatter. Okay? Now, we all know this record. It's freaking awesome. Teacher's Pet being my favorite song on the record. Just love that tune. Here's the sleeve, the lyrics and everything. But you guys be the judge, man. It doesn't really look like silver and black splatter to me. All right? Really, really cool looking record. It's not really silver and black splatter. But anyway, it's awesome looking. I love it. Really, really cool reissue. I actually saw this on a buddy's Instagram. And once again, I had no idea it was coming out. And I saw it on his Instagram page. I had to go pick it up and get a poster with it as well. Right here, the poster. Pretty cool. Black metal. Awesome album. Give it a listen if you hadn't done so in a while. Throw it on the turntable. Give it another spin. Next one is a Ghost Pope Star. It is a limited edition indie store record exclusive. Let me get a sip of my beer here. So, didn't have any versions of this one, and this is the only release from Ghost I didn't have on vinyl. So I was really stoked to pick it up. It is on Milky Clear. So it's just an EP, just black sleeve, nothing special. But yeah, it's I wouldn't really call it Milky Clear, but you know, whatever, is what it is. Pretty cool looking. Awesome EP. If you haven't checked this out, it's really, really cool. Just a handful of songs on it. I think they did that one you might have heard, which is Square Hammer. Then they got Nocturnal Me, I Believe, and then on side B you got 2 covers. You got the Eurythmics, Missionary Man, and then a song called Bible by a band I have no idea who they are. Really, really cool. Square Hammer's badass. I mean, they play it at every show. It was a huge radio hit. Really good sounding song. Just typical Ghost. Good stuff. And then for the last album, we're going to talk about this really kick-ass doom metal band from Canada, but they're now, I guess, half of them are in Canada, the other half are in Finland. This is their last record. It's from Smolder. Badass album cover. Love that D&D themed album cover. It's called Times of Obscene Evil and Wild Daring. And very Black Sabbath-y. Really, really great vocals. It's a young lady on vocals. She sounds amazing. It's like I said, it's like Black Sabbath sounding with a female vocalist. Really, really cool. Awesome guitar riffs and solos. The vocals are just amazing. They got a new album coming out very, very soon. I just jumped on this on Bandcamp. There's the band. They're called Smolder. And they were from Canada. And the young lady singing, I don't know her name, but she was on Banger Films. She always did a lot of really kick-ass reviews. There's the lyrics, picture of the band, and her name is Sarah Ann on vocals. And anyhow, so she does a lot of reviews on Banger Films of, like, records and stuff like that. And I liked all her reviews. And she mentioned her name. She was a big Eternal Champion fan. I love Eternal Champion, so I was like, I'll go check them out. And it was, a little bit more doomy. Very, like I said, can't make the comparison to Black Sabbath enough. Very Black Sabbath-y. Really, really cool stuff. If you dig Black Sabbath, check them out. They're really cool. Here's the album. It was only available, I think, in the U.S. on black. But the new album's coming out very, very soon. They got another one. This one's a couple years old. And they got a new album coming out, and I picked it up. It's the color is called Beer, which I'm looking forward to getting in the mail here soon. But check these guys out. They're pretty badass. Sounds really, really good. And like I said, they're out of Canada, and sometime not too long ago, the lead singer and one of the other guys in the band, they're married, and they decided to relocate to Finland. So good for them. Finland's a badass country. So anyway, if you haven't heard of Smolder, definitely give them a listen. They are really, really cool. You will not be disappointed. I can promise you that. So, best song on the record is probably The Sword Woman. It's freaking amazing. So, check them out. Smolder. So, anyway, there we have it. That's just a handful of records I got in within the past week or two. Like I said, new releases, reissues, and some bands, albums like Smolder hadn't got before. So anyway, if you heard anything about those bands before, check them out. Let me know in the comments below what you think about them. Appreciate everybody checking out the channel. I had anticipated this being a lot quicker, but we are going almost 17 minutes, so I'm going to close it out. Appreciate all you guys watching. Leave a comment below, and I'll have another video for you guys very soon. Cheers, everybody.